So today we study algebra. Algebra word come from the Persian al-jabr. This is the word is al-jabr. Alif, lam, jim and r. Al-jabr means jod. Particularly, al-jabr is a person who repair the bones. हड्डी जोड़ने वाला जो है उसको हम अलजबर कहते हैं. What we study in algebra? What we study in algebra? In algebra, we study structure. The group, ring and vector space. Group is with one binary operation. Binary operation we call star, and ring is two binary operation, addition and multiplication, and vector space is addition and scalar product. So today we talk about the group. Group is a structure, that means in simple language, group is a structure with one binary operation. Now, what is binary operation? Binary operation is binary mean pair, and operation is work. That means binary operation mean we work on a pair of things. Like how mathematically we define binary operation. If we define binary operation by star, then binary operation is a function from the Cartesian product of a set G, non-empty set, into G itself. That means the binary operation, one pair, this set, this Cartesian product contains element of the type AB. Actually, first I tell you, G cross G mean, or simply this contains the pair AB, where A belong to G and B belong to G. Similarly, the Cartesian product we define of two set A cross B is the pair AB, where A belong to A and B belong to B. That means the second element of the pair belong to the second set and the first belong to the first set. So this is the Cartesian product, and thereafter the binary operation carries a pair into a single element. Suppose I take addition is the binary operation, then what actually the binary operation do? Now if G has element, suppose only I take 1 and 2, that means this plus, like I take 1 1, that means this plus will make 1 plus 1 2. 2 is element of G, like this. That means it is applied on a pair. Similarly, if I say 1 and 2, that means the binary operation will add the element, and this the result give 3, but 3 is not element of G. So it is not necessary that the element belong to this or not, but binary operation is operated on the pair of element. We have to remember this. So group is a structure with one binary operation, and ring is structure with two binary operation, vector space also with two binary operation. Now how we define group? The definition of a group let G be a non-empty set together with a binary operation, star is called group if satisfies following properties. What are these properties? Number one, closure property. What does it mean, closure? Closure means for all A and B element of G, that means any two element of G, we must have after operation the resulting element A star B must be in G. Now actually closure word mean closure is closed. Closed mean no new person can come or go. That means no new element can come inside. Like if I say the star I take equal to plus and G I take suppose 1 and 2, only two element, then what we see? If I apply addition on this element, then 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 is not in G. That means it is a new element which is not found in G. That means G cannot be grouped, or you can say G is not closed under addition. Now if I place a different set, like if I say G has only zero element, then what you see? I only have the choice, I can add 0 with 0. How many times I add 0 with 0? Always I get 0, and 0 is element in G. That means no new element is produced by the operation. Therefore, you can say G is closed, or you can say closure property is satisfied. Similarly, if I say the star is multiplication and G has 1 and 2 element, then in this case also what happen? If I multiply 2 into 1 or 1 into 2, I get 2 which belong to G. But if I multiply 2 by 2, then I get 4 which is not in G. That means a new element is produced after applying the binary operation. Therefore, what we say? We say G is not closed under multiplication. But if I change this element with -1, then you see, however we multiply, we find all elements again in G. That means what choice we have? We can multiply 1 by -1, we get -1 belong to G, or -1 into -1, again 1, this is again in G, 1 cross 1, this is 1, so this is also in G. That means what we can say, G is closed under, we can say G satisfy closure property. Now more element you can see if I take operation is multiplication, that means star is equal to multiplication, and G is 1 minus 1 iota minus iota. Then again we see that anyhow any two element we pick from G, and anyhow we operate under multiplication, we find element again in G. So this is actually sometimes confusion, we cannot do one by one. So there is another method that we call Cayley table. Simply operation is multiplication, 1 minus 1 iota minus iota, 1 minus 1 iota minus iota. So you just take product, 1 is multiplied to any element, we get 1 minus 1 iota minus iota, and when minus 1 is multiplied, it is minus 1, this become 1, and this become minus iota, this become iota. Now iota is multiplied, this is iota, this is minus iota, and this is minus 1, and iota minus iota is 1. Again iota, this is minus iota, and this is iota. Iota into iota is minus 1, but minus is there, that means this is 1, and iota minus iota is plus, that means this is minus, iota square is minus 1. So you see all these elements under this table again found in G. That means no new element is produced. So no new element come, that means G is closed. G is closed under multiplication. So this is the closure property. Now we see the second property, that is associative. Associative. What is associative? Associative means for all A, B, C belong to G, we have A star B star C equal to A star B star C. That means this B can socialize with C or A. That means B can be friend of C, then they can meet with A, or A be first friend, then the C become their friend. That means it is a type of socialism. Now see, if I take operation addition and G I take equal to N mean the set of natural number, and the elements in natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. If I take any three element of N, suppose I take 5, 7, 8 or 2, 3, 6, then I see 2 plus 3 plus 6 equal to 2 plus 3 plus 6. Is it same? Now 6 and 3 is 9, 2, 11, and right side it is 5 and 6, 11. That means with respect to addition, set of natural number is associative. Again, if I change the operation, I say this is subtraction. What happened? See, on the same element, if I replace the operation with subtraction, what happened? This is minus and this is also minus. This is also minus. Then what happened? This, if we simple it, this is minus 3, this is plus 6, and this become 2 minus 3 minus 6. Now this is 2 are positive numbers, that means 8, and subtract 3, that is minus that is 5, and right side this is negative, so it is 9, and this is minus 7. So these are not equal. That means under binary operation subtraction, n is not associative. N is not associative. So sometimes some sets are associative, some sets are not associative. Third property, identity. Identity is an element. If it is operated with any element, it doesn't change the actual element. Like we say this in mathematically, for all A belong to G, there exists some E. Identity is denoted by E. So there exists some element in G such that A star E is equal to A. That means E is operated with A, we get the A. Either it is left side or right side, both side. This is E star A. E star A. Now what is the example? Like in the star is our operation equal to addition, and I say G is equal to N. Obviously N has element 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. In this case, what element can be added? I pick A is equal to 2. What we add in 2 so that we find 2 again? There is no element. That means N does not have identity, because in 2 there is nothing which is added. Actually what we can add? We add 0, then we get 2. So 0 is the additive identity, but 0 is not in N. So N is not closed or not obedient to identity. Now if I say this N I replace by Z, Z means set of integers. That means we have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That means negative and positive numbers. So in this case, if I take A, I have 0. That means the identity element is 0. For any A, not specific, any A, for every A belong to Z, there exists 0 in Z such that A plus 0 is equal to A, or 0 plus A. That means that is 0 is identity. 0 is identity. Now again, if I replace the operation multiplication, then what is the element which play the identity? The identity is now 1 play the identity. Now for all A belong to G, we have A into 1 is equal to A, or 1 into A is equal to A. So this set Z that means set of integer, have identity as 1 with respect to multiplication. But the another problem will come, I will show you later. So identity, normally with respect to addition we take the 0, with respect to multiplication identity is 1. Now the fourth condition which group satisfy is inverse. Inverse means like opposite. This means for all A belong to G, there exists some B in G such that A star B is equal to identity, or B star A is equal to identity. Now see, if I take star is equal to, if I take star is equal to addition and G is equal to Z, that means this is -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now we want to check inverse. What we add, now our operation is addition, so what we operate with A such that we get 0. 0 is the identity with respect to addition. So like if I take any element A, then I find minus A there, which is added to A, we get 0. Specifically, if you take A is 5, then we have definitely -5 there. If I take A is equal to -3, A is -3, then what we add in -3, that we get 0. So in -3 we add 3, that means we get 0. That means inverse of -3 is 3. Inverse of -3 is 3. So the set of integer is does have the inverse for each element with respect to addition. But if I change the operation multiplication, now with respect to multiplication, what is the identity? 1. Now see, if I take 2 belong to G, then with 2 what I apply here, so that I get 1, because 1 is the identity. So what I operate with A, so that I get identity. Now 1 is the identity. So actually we should operate 1 by 2, but 1 by 2 is not found in G. That means this set Z is not following the inverse with respect to multiplication, but with respect to addition it's set. satisfy. That means, so these are the four property we have to satisfy to make G a group, or the notation we use for G, this is G, it is a pair, and the binary operation is denoted as a group, Now these you have to remember: closure, associative, identity, and inverse. Now we see more example so that it become more clear. Suppose we take G is a set, and binary operation we take addition, and the elements are -1, 0 and 1. So first we check the closure property. Obviously additive identity is there, and you see the inverse of 1 also there, but does it satisfy the closure property? So closure property means if I take this element and this element, it satisfies. So first we check closure property. Closure property says, that means for all A, B belong to G, A plus B belong to G. Now if I take -1 plus 0, it is -1 belong to G. 1 plus 1 is 2, does not belong to G. That means the operation produce new element which is not contained in G. That means what do we say? G with respect to addition is not group. G is not group. Now we change the operation. Suppose I take multiplication. What do you see? See, multiplication, if I multiply -1 with -1, I get 1. This is found in G. Now 0 into 0 again in G, or 0 into, or I say -1 into 0 again there. Now that means 1 into 1 again in G. But what is the problem? Associativity also will be satisfied, but and identity also there. With respect to multiplication, identity is 1. But see the case of inverse. Now what is the inverse? That means with -1, what we multiply so that we get 1? Obviously -1 is multiplied with -1, we get 1. That is, the inverse of -1 is 1, and 1 is multiplied to 1, we get 1. That is inverse of 1 is 1 itself. But what is the 0? That means what we multiplied with 0 so that we get 1. There is no such element which is multiplied by 0 and we get 1. So what element? Actually normally we take 0 by 0, but this is infinity. So there is no element for 0. Yeah, if I remove 0 from here, then this is group. So in case I contain 0 is not group. But if we remove this 0, that means we have only two elements, -1 and 1. Then what happens? So now our question is, what about with respect to multiplication? So we just check that these two elements, either way we multiply, we get these two elements. That means we can check by Cayley table. This is minus 1 and 1, this is minus 1 and 1. Then minus 1 is multiplied, this is 1, this is minus 1, and this is minus 1, and this is 1. Therefore, because all the resultant element again found in G, therefore it is closed. First is closed with respect to multiplication. Second, associativity is easy. Associative, easily we can check, because if we take minus 1 into 1 into 1, then it is minus 1 into 1 into 1. Both case, this is minus 1 and again 1, then this is minus 1 and this is again 1. Therefore, in both the cases, this is minus 1 and this is minus 1. For other cases also we can check it is associative. Now third condition is identity. Obviously one is identity, and fourth case is inverse. What about inverse? Inverse of minus 1 is minus 1 and inverse of 1 is 1 itself. So both all four properties are satisfied. Hence we say is group. Now one more example. We say if G and the operation is addition and the elements in G are the matrix of 2 by 2 CD. One more condition, that ABCD, if I say A, B, C, D belong to N, that means ABCD are natural number and operation is addition, then what happen? Obviously we can say that identity element is not found there, because identity does not exist, because identity is 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0 is not in N, because all ABCD are in N. So 0 is not member of N, therefore identity element is not there. Similarly, inverse also does not exist, because the inverse of ABCD, if I take matrix 2, 3, 4 and 5, obviously this is element of G, but corresponding to this its inverse is, that means inverse of this element is what? Minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, but these are negative numbers and not member of N. See, one more thing, I wrote here inverse. Inverse means it is additive inverse, don't take multiplicative inverse. So here additive inverse, this is the point to be noted, that the elements are replaced, because what is the inverse in case of addition? In case of addition, the inverse of 2 is minus 2. But in case of multiplication, this is the case of addition, and case of multiplication, inverse of 2 is 1 by 2, right? So you have to keep in mind that the inverse you are looking forward, the binary operation is either addition or multiplication. So in this case, this is not group, obviously. So we can say G is not group. But if I change the domain, this I make Z mean integer, then what happen? If I change the domain of ABCD, that means Z. In this case, whether G is a group or not. We have to check. Obviously, first property we check, closure. So we take two element of G. Which type of element? That means let A1, B1, C1, D1 and A2, B2, C2, D2 belong to G. Obviously these are the elements. Now we add them. Now if I add A1, B1, A2, sorry, this is C1, this is D1 plus A2, B2, C2, D2. What is our result? Our result is A1 plus A2 and this component is B1 plus B2. This is C1 plus C2 and this is D1 plus D2. Now I want to ask A1 plus A2. Does it integer? Because A, B, C, D are integer. That means these are integer. Sum of two integer again integer. So this belong to Z. This belong to Z. Similarly this belong to Z. This belong to Z. This belong to Z. This belong to Z. Hence we can say that it is closed. That means again I got the matrix of integer and order also retained because it is the same order 2 by 2. Therefore it is closed. Now associativity or also we can easily check. That means we take three element. Here we take three element, this and A3, B3, C3, D3. Now if we add, then what we get? After addition we get A1 plus, on the left side, A1 plus A2 plus A3 and here we get C1 plus C2 plus C3. Similarly here we get B1 plus B2 plus B3 and here we get D1 plus D2 plus D3. Now these are integers and integers are associative. That mean I can say, because integers are additive, associative, I can say A2 plus A3 can be written A1 plus A2 A3. They are same, integers are same, therefore this is associative. Associative, that means we can rearrange the bracket. Bracket can be changed from this element to this element. That means we can change it like this. It doesn't change anything. So result remains same. Similarly, this become this and this become this. Therefore, it is associative. Now we check the identity. Now identity. What is identity? Because identity is 0 0 0 0. If this matrix is added in this, we get the same matrix, and obviously 0 is integer and it belongs to Z. So identity exists there. Similarly inverse. So this is third property and the fourth was the inverse. Inverse of this element, same, A, B, C, D, its inverse is minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D, minus D. That means this set with respect to addition is group, Now if I change the operation, if I change here multiplication, then it is not group, because what will happen, the inverse, multiplicative inverse is if you take any element and you will find the multiplicative, that may come in the fraction, and in this case this will not be, look, if we take, identity is there, because obviously identity is, multiplicative identity is 1 0 0 1, but what is the inverse? Inverse is, or inverse does not exist. One thing, if we want to find inverse, we need to find the determinant. That means if I say a matrix simple, I take 2 3 4 5, then how we find its inverse? That means we find the cofactors, and the inverse is cofactor of 2, cofactor of 3, cofactor of 4, cofactor of 5, and then this is transpose divided by what is the determinant? 10 minus 12, that is, we can say minus 2. Now because this minus 2 will create a fraction, and in Z fractional number not found. If we change the domain, then perhaps there exist, because fractional numbers belong to rational number. Fractional numbers are rational number. So therefore this cannot be G cannot be group. Now